Little one, actually. I'm not going to even tell you that. So I started thinking about a 50th anniversary show, and I thought, what kind of a show? You're going to bring up the actors. What do you do for a 50? It's never happened in show business before. In the entertainment industry, there's never been anything like Star Trek. 50 years later, I'm talking to you. I'm saying Star Trek is coming out of my mouth the way it came out 50 years ago. And you're all saying Star Trek, and kids come up. I'm watching Star Trek. You're watching Star Trek? So I have been going to a number. I went to the Sci-Fi Channel, who hasn't given me their final answer yet. But I broached the idea that the 50th anniversary show would be about the ideas that Star Trek dramatized. Race relations, where we had that kiss, but I was thinking of the one where Frank Gorshin was half black and half white on his right-hand side, and he hated this guy who was half black and half white, but black on his right-hand side. It was the opposite. And the stupidity of hating somebody because of their color. So it was like a great science fiction story. Those stories abound in Star Trek. And I thought, if you could take, say, race relationships, and do an 8-minute capsule of race relationships in this country, the effect that those shows had on the public, people who were affected by seeing those shows in terms of their opinion about race. So every idea, not every, but say 8, 10 ideas, that computer warfare, where the country never knew the slaughter and the blood and the guts of war, but it was a war by computers, and then that's the way they fought their wars. But they never knew of the horror of war. So isn't that interesting, the way we're removed? And so each one of those ideas, for an hour-and-a-half show, dramatizing and setting each of those ideas in its context, I thought would make a great 50th, and of course the actors and all that, but the thrust of it would be the ideas. I thought that would be a good idea.
Thank you.
Yeah.